Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank you for attending the third webinar in a series of webinars. Today we're going to be talking about adding comps and promos and how they affect things, and we'll talk about setting those up to be able to be done through job codes as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to maintenance, we're going to go to payments, we're going to go to comps. Now there's a couple of different comps you can have. You can have a comp where it's a straight percentage. You can have a comp where it's a dollar value. And you can have a comp where you must enter the dollar value or you must enter the percent. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a comp right now for an open percent discount. So what you're going to do is you use your arrow down and find a number that's not being used. So for example, we're going to use number 4 because it's not being used. So what we're going to do is we're going to type the number 4 and hit enter. And then we're going to call this open dollar discount. And then that's the name that you're going to see. The name on the check can be the same or it can be different if you'd like it to be different. Alright, so we're not going to be using the percentage off. This maximum button is our maximum number of dollars that is allowed for this discount type. So if you only wanted to be able to give a $20 discount, your maximum here would be $20. Your eligible items can be set as a category of sales, so it can be food, liquor, beer, or wine, or it could be a non-sales category. So maybe you're doing an open dollar discount this week on your omelets or something. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to choose food items. So all of our eligible items will be food, so we'll be able to give a dollar discount on our food items. This position here, when it's grayed out, what you can do is you can click on first available, and what that's going to do is it's going to just stage it wherever it has room for. If you don't want it, if you want to put it in a certain position, you're going to click on the position, and it's going to take you into the screen layout. So if you wanted this to be at the top of one of the screens, you would just click on that and hit OK. So that's going to put it in position number 9. So you can kind of keep these kind of comps together. So then to activate this comp, you're going to click on the active button. If you'd like for it to print the check, then you're going to click on print check. If you'd like for it to open drawer, you would click on open drawer. If you would like to know the name of the person that the discount was given to, you can click on the must enter name here. So what will happen then is you'll have to enter the guest name that you're giving the discount to. Must select items, what you can do is if you check mark that, you're going to highlight the items that are on the check. This is mostly for a percentage discount because it's a set percent discount, because you might not want to give a certain discount. Let's say a military person comes in and he has his family with him, but you only give the military person a discount, not his entire family. So you would select the items that the military person, the active enrolled person, was eating, and then the rest of his family does not get the discount. So that's how kind of that works. Must entering unit, never use that, so I'm not even sure what that flag is for. I don't know if it's like a numerical flag or not. Manager needed. Alright, this is if you need to swipe your manager card or put in your manager number for this discount. And this goes in conjunction with your job code access levels. So I'm just going to take you over to job code access levels. So if this button is checked, and under your access levels, if you go to maintenance, labor access levels, if you go to your financial tab where it says assign comp and delete comp, if the assign comp button is not checked, then what will happen is you're going to have to find a manager that has that flagged. Or if you're a manager and you can't give this discount, that means something's happened in your access level. So that's the problem if you can't apply. Also, a lot of times it'll ask you to manager needed, and you'll put in your manager number, and it'll say manager must be clocked in to apply this discount. So that means you got there and you forgot to clock in and you're trying to apply a discount. So all you'll have to do is just have the employee exit out of the screen, then you'll clock in, you'll be able to apply that discount at that point. Amount tippable, is this going to be, is the whole thing going to be tippable on a percentage? If it is, then you're going to flag that. And apply gratuity. Are you going to apply gratuity on the full amount? Then you would check that. So what will happen is if you don't check that, you give this discount, apply a gratuity, or now as we call it a service charge. What it'll do is it'll take the service charge and apply it to the discounted rate. So that's what's going on with that. Now, this is where what we're doing is we're entering an open amount. So if you click here on must enter amount, what's going to happen is when you touch this open dollar discount, it's going to ask you, first of all, for a manager if you're not a manager. Second thing it's going to do is it's going to pop up a keyboard and it's going to ask you for an amount. So, and that, if you could do the same thing with enter percent. So this is an open dollar value, this is an open percent value. And that's the only two difference between percent and amount. Taxes. If the guest pays tax, you're going to flag guest pays tax. Primary taxes, if you want to tax the comped amount, you're going to go ahead and flag that. And then you're going to use our tax one and then save that. So what will happen is, sure, the guest is going to get the discount, but the discount is going to be applied after the tax. So that means the guest pays that tax. On restrictions, all of these things must be flagged. So just know whenever you're setting up a comp or a promo, you have to go in and you have to flag all these things. I'm not going to go through each one of these individual things because they just all need to be flagged. And I could probably talk about this for another 3 hours. And it's not important because if they're not checked, you're not going to be able to do a comp. Now, your max per check, it's how many of these you can apply to check. So if you have one check per table, how many times do you want to be able to hit this open discount key on that? So usually, I mean, sometimes we set it at 99, sometimes we set it at 1. It just kind of depends on what kind of discount you're giving. So we're going to go ahead and set this to 1. Since it's an open amount discount, if we were applying it to several items or different kinds of items, then we might set this to 4 or 5. So once you've got all that and you've saved that, this report as, you must arrow down and choose what this is. So what happens with this is when you hit report as here, when you're doing your daily sales report, it's going to actually tell you how many open dollar discount comps you've given. So if you want to look at them, then you can look at them there. You can also go to your audit report and see, okay, who gave the comp, why'd they give the comp, especially if you have this must enter name in there. For like your employee meals, you can say, oh, Julie, man, she was starving that day. She ate 3 different meals. So you can actually look and go, okay, she had appetizers when she got to work, she had a salad, and then she had like a steak. You can also restrict items on this eligible items tab. So maybe you don't want your employees eating steak and shrimp. So what you can do is you can create an employee discount category by going to your categories, and we talked about categories in a previous webinar. So what you can do is you can set up an employee discount category and maybe just omit all of your steaks and your shrimps and that kind of thing, your expensive items that are going to drive up your food cost if you discount them. So once you've got that all set up and you save that, what you'll have to do is you're going to have to do a utilities and a refresh data to send that down to the front of the house. This is something that doesn't populate immediately. So you'll have to send that down. So the other kinds of discounts, like I said, there's a manager meal, which is a percentage off discount. So right now, if you press this manager meal key, it's going to take 100% off that check. Now, does your manager have to pay taxes on the food he eats? No, he does not. It's considered a meal. It's a perk. Now, your employee, they might have to pay taxes on that meal because it's only getting a 50% off, and you'll probably have restricted items. And you're going to see their name, who's eaten, and how many times they've eaten that day. And it's also always going to be under a manager security. So I'm going to unmute right now and ask for any questions on the comp setup of things. All right, does anyone have any questions? No questions at all? Are you hearing me? Okay, great. All right. All right, we're going to go on and we're going to talk about promotions now. So I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone. So maintenance, payments, promotions. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to enter a number in here, and then we're going to go down to type. Now we have several different types of promotions that we can apply. We can apply a BOGO, which is a buy one, get one. We can apply a combo, which is, okay, you buy a hamburger and French fries and a drink, and it rolls it into a combo. You can have a coupon, so like what you put in the mail, maybe you get $5 off an appetizer if you come in on, dinner time and present this coupon. You get a new price, so maybe what happens is you have a steak dinner for $17.99, but you would like it on Tuesday nights to be $15.99. And what you can do is, in conjunction with this, you can also schedule the event for the new price. But usually what I would do is I would do a price change event for that, so I really don't use my promotion, my new price promotion for that. I would use my event as a way to schedule a new price. A check reduction, which is it takes a dollar value off the check. And then a quick combo. Quick combo is kind of like a regular combo. It rolls up things into a price reduced item. So we're going to talk about buy one, get one. So with all of our promotions, we have a start date and an end date. We have a maximum amount allowed here. Once again, this first available button is going to put it on the screen in the position that you would like to have it. Our report as is going to report it as what kind of promo it is. So maybe this is a buy one, get one. And I'm typing. All right, so active. This must be flagged for it to be active. So let's say you've got this set up and you might only use it On a start date, you might use it on St. Patrick's Day or something. So you buy a Shamrock Shake, you get a free Shamrock Shake. So it might just be on this one day. So you might just leave this here all year, so you don't have to go back and set it up. So if you wanted to leave that here in your database all year, what you could do is you could just uncheck this active. So then next year you could come in and put a new start date of 2015 and date of 2015. Check mark active, and you still have everything selected for this. It cuts down on the time. Print check, once again, prints check. Manager needed, that's also going to require a manager swipe or a manager number. Amount tippable and apply gratuity, probably not going to use too much on promotions. Once again, taxes, whether the guest pays tax or not. And restrictions, once again, you're going to check mark every single restriction here. Now, this type specifics, hugely important. Lots of people overlook this. They're like, hey, I got to buy one, get one. How does it work? How does it know how to work? It has no idea until you hit this type specifics button. Then it's like, oh, okay, this is confusing, right? So it pops in here and it pops this list. It's like number required. How many items are required? So if you put one item in there, then it would be required one item to get that number of items. Now, your BOGO category, what you could do is you could enter your items that were available for this buy one, get one. So you might just want to have like hamburgers, or you might want to have eggs or whatever, and then you allow a discount of items. So we're going to allow, it specifies the category of items that are available for the discounted price. So our burgers are going to be the allowed discount items. Now this discount item restriction, so what you can do is you can select this. Let's say you want equal or lesser value. So your buy one, get one free. What happens is, let's say you've got a chicken sandwich or a hamburger. We'll take a hamburger as an example. You have a hamburger that's $10.99, and then you buy a hamburger that's $6.99. What it's going to do is it's going to take the $10.99 burger as a price and then discount the lesser value burger. And you can use either one of these, the equal or lesser, equal or higher. It just depends on how you want to apply that discount. Now, your BOGO modifiers, what these are is like if you wanted to exclude like modifiers, so maybe you don't want to give them a discount on add-ons to a burger. Maybe you want them to pay the $1.25 for bacon. You want them to pay the $1.25 for jalapenos. These are all add-on items. So what you could do is you can create a non-sales category of priced modifiers that you do not want to include in this promo. So if you did not want to, then you would go ahead and tag that category. So now the BOGO pricing method. Is it going to be free? Is it going to be a dollar value? Usually what you're doing with this is it's going to be free because you're buying one, you're getting one for free. So I usually don't mess with any of these here because if I was going to, I would make a check reduction on something. I wouldn't do a BOGO on it. So then you would apply to all eligible items on the check. Or you might want to auto apply if this happens every day or every Tuesday between the hours of 2 and 4, trying to get more business, trying to get people to come in and buy burgers. Then you would auto apply it, and then you would schedule it in an event. So I might have my day set, my start date and my end date, but then what I can do is I can go in and I can set this promotion through my events. So like if I want it to fire off between 2 and 4, it's kind of like Sonic does their happy hour. You come in and you get, a half price slushie or whatever. That's kind of the same concept here with the buy one, get one. So you might not want to do this all day. You might want to do this at specific time periods. So once you get everything set and you feel comfortable with it, you're gonna must have at least one required BOGO item. So obviously it's going to tell me, hey, you screwed up, you forgot to put one in there. So once I got that, now I'm all set and I'm ready to go ahead and save anything and put my dates in and all of that. So now once you've got that all set up, you could go to your maintenance system events, and this is where you would schedule your promotion to roll on and roll off. So you would just go in and you would activate your promo. And you could do daily, weekly, monthly, or special. So maybe you just wanted to buy one, get one Shamrock Shake. So what we would do is schedule this on 3/17/2014. We would set the time that we wanted to activate it, and then we would do the same thing to deactivate the promo as well. All right, and that was our buy one, get one. Now let's talk about our combo. So once again, all of these fields stay the same. Same old thing. The only thing that's different is going to be our type specifics. Once again, check for the name, what our price is going to be, enter our combo price. So let's say you get fries, a Coke, and a burger for $6.99. So each one of these items separately would cost you $8.79 or something. So then once again, this is your free modifiers where you're not going to want to give away your bacon, jalapenos, that kind of thing, your higher price modifiers. Then you can set categories. So you might have a burger category. You would have French fries. So you'd break down your French fries. So it'd be fries, onion rings, hash browns, blah, 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 whatever. Or dessert or whatever. So your minimum number and your maximum number of items, and once you get that all set up, then you're just going to hit your OK button. I'm just going to cancel this. And that's pretty much your combo. The next one is your coupon button. Once again, same screen, going to be different attributes going in here. So this is a little different. This is a coupon. So this is like $5 off an appetizer. It's $5 off a steak dinner. It is what it is. It's whatever you want to make it. It could be $20 off. It could be bring this in and get 10% off. So just by flagging either one of these, the percentage or the dollar value, if you flag the percentage, you're going to put in 50. That's 50%. You flag the dollar value, it's $50. User selects each qualified item. I would do that because the system is going to apply this coupon to everything. And you don't want it really to apply to everything because they have to bring the coupon in. So I don't even know why they really have this. It doesn't make much sense to me, but I'm sure NCR could explain that at some point to me, which would be glorious. All right, your available items here. So this is what is going to be eligible. So once again, like if you just wanted to give a discount off your sandwiches, so you bring this coupon in and you get a Reuben or a French dip or whatever. Once again, modifiers, you might want to select the modifiers that are not high priced. So you could do food mods here. Now, your required item. So let's say you required an item here. You required a sandwich to have the sandwich discount. It's going to ask you once again, minimum items. Well, you're going to have one item at least. Item limit, it's going to be one. And once again, you can distribute this across items. So if it was 50% off everything on the guest check, then what's going to happen is notice this distribution goes away. If it's a dollar value and you want to distribute it across several items, which we don't because we're only requiring one item, then what we would do is just apply discount to each item. And at that point, it's just going to say, hey, you had a sandwich, you get $5 off or whatever. Okay, our next one is our new price. So once again, everything looks the same here. Taxes, restrictions, all the same. Type specifics, here we go. Okay, so our maximum number allowed. All right, so how many items per check are you going to allow this? So what you would do is you would go to your item. So what this is going to do is, let's say we wanted to give a discount off of our 2 eggs and bacon. So what's going to happen is our new price might be $3.99. Okay, and you can have up to 10 different items that you're going to either auto apply this to, or you're going to go ahead and assign this by manager to. Now your required items, let's say you get your eggs and bacon for free, but you gotta have an omelet. And then once again, this free modifiers tags with that. So you might not want to give away bacon or ham steak or something like that. That's more expensive. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And then our check reduction. Basically, this is the fastest type of promo ever. You can put in your check minimum like $5.99. Your eligible items, food items, reduced by a percentage or an amount. And if you have to have a qualifying item, you're going to put it in there. So that's I love this because for the simplicity alone, it's super fast, but it doesn't always cover that buy one get one or a combo or any of that. But it's a lot faster to set up. Now, quick combo is kind of like the same thing as your combo. If you look at your type specifics, you have components here. Basically, it's like component 1 is hamburger, component 2 is French fries. Other items can be drinks or shakes or whatever. Consolidate like components rolls it all up into one. If you want to auto apply this if possible, so Wendy's goes, do you want the medium or do you want the large? Bam, it rolls it all up. And that's your component info here. So your category would be like burgers. And this is more for a quick service environment, but you can also have this used in a table service environment as well. So that was everything about comps and promos. I'm going to unmute and ask for questions. All right, does anybody have any questions? We kind of flew that through there pretty fast. No questions? All right. Well, that is going to conclude today's webinar, and I want to thank you so much for attending.